to do an owl. We started it in class last week and didn't get to the end of it. So get your pencils out and we will be learning how to do this owl. I'll go slow and then we will speed up for the color part because that takes a while. All right, enjoy. Hey guys, so I'm gonna attempt to do this without a pencil. So let's see if that works. All right, first thing I would do, let's look at it. Everything's gonna be symmetrical, so I'm gonna start out with this shape right here. And I don't suggest you do it with a Sharpie. I would suggest you do it with a pencil. But I'm just gonna see what happens. And a little wider, so you just make this kind of a shape. So whatever I do on this, now this is where the struggle is. I'm gonna go for it with Sharpie, but it's not gonna be easy. Sometimes if you turn something upside down, you can see it better and see how to just attempt. And you know, we're not all about being perfect. Close counts. That's not too bad. And then, there, I've got the start. Yeah, I highly suggest you do it with pencil. But so this video is not super long. I thought I would just go straight up. Okay, next thing is the pupil, and you want it nice and big. Owl. And then you do, I do like turning things upside down so I can kind of really get a good look at where it's placed. So I may do that every now and then, turn it upside down. Next step is do a little triangle. Now, the cool thing is if you didn't get your eyes even here, you can fix that when you fill it in. I'm gonna go ahead and fill this. Okay. You'll notice I will be thickening certain lines as we draw. Go ahead and fill in your eye. Well, that Seahawks game today was, no fun to watch. Okay, so fill both eyes in, and like right here, you can tell, like if this eye was smaller, when I fill it in, I can sort of make it a little bit bigger. I learned a long time ago that art does not have to be absolutely perfect. It's just, I want you to have fun doing it, right? My 5th graders, we talked about like, so you didn't have to do the whole owl. We tried it where we just did half the owl, like on the page. So if you were, then you wouldn't have to worry about the being symmetrical, but that would look cool too on a paper if you just did a half owl. But I'm going to show you the whole owl. All right, next step, you're going to do this ring. So you want to give it a little bit of a space between the pupil and this ring. And oh wait, stop, never mind. We're gonna do the beak first. So you want to do a shape that's sort of an elongated and make it come to a point, and you can thicken up some of these. That looks pretty good. All right, now you're gonna do this outside shape. Keep it, try to, when you go around the eye, to keep it even. That looks good to me. Ooh. All right, next thing. I'm gonna do another one that comes out, but a little bit thinner. Oops. I'm not worrying about like little things. I mean, I am somewhat of a perfectionist at times, but I'm also like not gonna worry about it. I'm doing it with Sharpie. There's nothing I can do. So it's a little thinner there than there. Now next up, you'd want to do that scallop shape and try to keep these guys even. Oops. And if you want, again, you can flip it upside down. I find when you're trying to do symmetrical, sometimes it's much easier to flip your drawing upside down. All right, next. Another band going around the outside here. So a lot of rings around. Here we go. The other thing about flipping it, you're gonna get a better, like, see, I went in a little too close there, but I couldn't see it, so flipping it upside down is not a bad idea. Now I'm gonna keep it flipped upside down, and I'm gonna do this next shape above it. So I'm just gonna bring it up and out to a point. Up, out to a point. All right. And the thing about Sharpie is when you outline it, you can make things, you can sort of play around and fix things if you need to. Now this shape has a little, oops. And close counts. Nothing needs to be perfect. Okay, next thing I would do is let's do like a top of his head. That's good. And then you want to do, yeah, kids, I just want you to know that I never try, well, sometimes I try to be perfect, but I just want you to know that it doesn't have to be perfect. I was thinking about that too the other day. It's like when we express ourselves, especially artistically, it needs to have like passion and fun. And so granted, this has a lot because you're trying to be symmetrical. It's good to try to make things look the same on either side, but like I said, if one side's a little thinner than another, I'm saying don't worry about it. I was actually surprised how well this one turned out. I had fun doing it. All right, next. Okay, this is fun. This is the pattern that goes around. It looks like, they look like little tiny houses actually. And all you do here is you just do a line going out and kind of spacing them evenly all the way around. And you do that on that side. And they sort of fan out around. And don't worry about the count if it's different. I'm not worrying about it. All right. Now, all you gotta do here is you're just going up to a point. So it almost looks like a little house all the way around. I mean, this is just one of many, many owls you could do. And then what will you do at the end? Maybe you go up and over like that and overlap it in behind there. So, little tiny roof. Looks like a little house. It's just a pattern. I know you guys could do something like this. Just go slow. Pause the video if you need to. And I'm gonna end this, let's think here. I'm actually gonna make his beak a little bit thicker. And just kind of make a point go in, just like that. It looks a little awkward there, but once you get it colored, it won't be bad. Now the next thing you're gonna do, we're gonna do this shape going around. And so what I would do is start out at the point of the beak and kind of come out to a point. And then I'm gonna do that on the other side. Also, if you turn it sideways, this guy's gonna look a little different than my other one. All right, see, I went a little bit up. No biggie, no worries. In fact, the cool thing about Black Sharpie, watch this. So I'll make a thicker band right here on the inside of this shape. And then I'll make it on the outside of this shape, and that will even those shapes out. Cool. Then I might. All right, next. Oops, that might make this kind of go out a little bit more. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do little pointy. All right. Okay, now I want to do his little belly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make, let me think here. I'm actually gonna start it right here. I'm gonna come down. I don't like, I guess I will. I'll just start it right there. You know, wherever you want to start it, I say. Cool. All right. I think what I'm going to have you do right now, right between these two, before, just because I'm not doing this with pencil, I'm going to do it right now, is I'm going to do his claws. So it's kind of like an oval shape, and they're not super big. Just kind of like that on either side. And then you could do a little point on the end. All right, there, that's done. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and draw the branch. So this little dude is sitting on a branch. I mean, you could do lots of branches. I'm just gonna get it started. Branch. And I'm not gonna, I'll come back to the branch later. So I've got a base that he's sitting on. All right, next step is go ahead and do a parallel line kind of coming down here on either side. And then do a little bit wider one that comes in and swoops in. There's two. Okay, before I go any further, we're gonna do the center of his belly. And what I would do is just do a triangle. And now you wanna kind of curve the next one. And then you wanna come down and curve another one. And then right about here, we're just gonna make okay. So now I'm gonna thicken these lines here. Could do something like that and then fill it in. All right, now I thicken this one, that one, and then just do like kind of a pointed shape. It's like a really skinny long triangle. My Sharpie doesn't have a good point on it, so trying. So point a line and then just make it thicker towards the inside. That one kind of curves. That looks pretty good. Okay. Going back to the head, to get this design, it wasn't really all that easy, but it's not that hard either. So if you look at this, I'm just gonna go down and make kind of a shape like this. Okay. All right. Next thing I do is come down here and make sort of a scallop shape right there, and then go around like that. So you got one scallop shape and then two, and then you can refine it by just going a little thicker over your lines. Okay, next thing is this. So from about here, come up and make a thick line up here. Now this one has less space, this has more, so on this one I'm gonna add, I'm just gonna make up a line. I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna go like that. And then I'm gonna thicken. Or it's up to you, you guys do whatever you feel like doing up in here. Sharpie's kind of bleeding and I don't know why. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and make that line here. I'm going to try to do the exact same thing on this side. Close counts. I love that phrase, close counts. Okay, and now fill that in. Bada bing, it's done. Okay, next thing, inside these shapes, all you gotta do is just do another little triangle, skinny point. Just add a little bit more pattern to it. All right, next thing, we're gonna put a little pattern in here. And what I would have you do is right down here by his little feet, go ahead and make a shape come up kind of like that. And I'm gonna thicken that line. This is kind of fun to do. Then you're gonna bring another shape down like this. And then in the middle of it, you're gonna come up. I like this shape, this pattern. And then come up, then go up, and you're just gonna go all the way. And maybe that's the last one. That's kind of fun. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. I think I did it. I'm not sure. I gotta look at it, kinda. And then this part's easy. Just kind of halfway. Nah, not quite halfway. Just like bring your line down towards the middle of it and just continue that pattern until you get to the top. All right. So I've got that. Next thing you want to do, I think right now, right here at the edge, right where these two meet, you're gonna go out, making a wing. And then I want to do that on this side. I really feel like turning it, so I'm gonna turn it upside down. It's kind of scary doing it straight up with Sharpie, you know? It's okay though. I don't care if they're the same. That one's a little bigger than that one. However, watch my trick. If I do an outside band on this one and an inside band on this one, I sort of evened them up a little bit, kind of. All right. Now what you want to do is do a curved line on either side. And then you're going to do a wide scallop. Ooh, this one's really bigger than the other one. That's okay. Do another wide scallop. I can do 3. And then do that on this side. Now the thing is right here is where I go and thicken things up. Drawing is my happy place, you know? I find comfort in drawing. So, that looks fine. And do that on the other side. Okay, we're getting closer to being done. Then the coloring comes, and oh boy, do I like coloring. That looks pretty good. I mean, I can fudge around with the lines. All right, next step. We're gonna do some wings coming, or his wings like they're under this part. So what I would do is start out right about here and start out fatter and get a little bit thinner. And since we're kind of getting busy here, let's just do one side and then the other so that we can try to keep that symmetry going. Pretty good. And now come up a little here and make an angle line going up like this, and then bring it up, and now do it on this side. So an angle and then bring it up. Now come back up a little higher, make a line and go up. Do that on that side, and then probably one more. And then go ahead and make a point. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna finish this branch. Have fun with your branches. I like drawing fun things. Sorry, I got sidetracked on the branch. I'll come back to that. Okay, so now the rest of the owl. Right here, make a line, make actually kind of a curved triangle that meets in the middle, right there. And you can thicken. All right. And then make 2 lines in the middle here, and I kind of curve them. And then you could do that pointy. Okay, now we're gonna do these wings coming down like his tail feathers. And all that is come about here, leave this point, come about here, get a point, and then bring it up. Do that on that side. And then do another one on this side. Cool. And then just to give it a little accent here, just do a skinny little line there. Let me think if I think I'm done. I think I'm ready to color. Oh, no, before I color, I'll just show you. You can also do like flowers on your tree, because that's kind of fun. So on the one I have sample, I have a little daisy kind of sticking out right there. And then, I don't know if I have room. We can do like a little tulip thing. Actually, this bird is much bigger than the other one, so I'm kind of running out of room. Where can I'll put a flower down here. Leaves. Okay, and then to make maybe another leaf right here. To make this branch look cool, this is how you do wood. You can just do little thin squiggly lines, and then when you color it in, it looks, just gives it a little texture, you know. Really, the fun comes with the coloring. I had so much fun doing coloring on my owl. It was so relaxing. And if you'll notice on this one, and I'll show you how to do that on that one, sometimes like you can color an area with a color, like a marker, and do a nice smooth job, and then if you go over in certain areas with that same color, you're gonna get a darker value. So you'll notice that in some of these, it wasn't even, I mean, yes, you can use like a very light color gray marker if you had one to get that effect, but you can also do it straight up with a color Crayola color marker. You just go a little bit, couple extra times where you want the darker value. Anyway, we're moving on to coloring this dude. I think I'm pretty happy with it.